How you guys doing? This is very important in reference to the intrusiveness crimes of politicians and government people. The fact of their crimes, of them blocking me from opportunities based on who I am, based on my education, based on my performance history in the media and entertainment and social media. The activity of people skimming and scamming from me is prosecutable by law. The activity of politicians and government people tampering with monies, them tampering with the postal mail, them stealing or holding me hostage, the activity of them physically assaulting my teeth and anatomy. My teeth are my real teeth. You didn't make my teeth, dumbass. This government man has tried to falsify credibility of his activities, trying to claim that he thought he made my parents in the entertainment industry. Now, does it show that my parents are Walt Disney Sr. and Doris Duke Sr.? Is that what the Royal Protocol says? Everybody needs to know what the Royal Protocol says. If the government refuses to tell people what it says, the government has to get sued and prosecuted, no matter what. In reference to companies and businesses that my parents owned, which I am the owner of my mother and father's estates, which means I am the owner of everything. Any person trying to muscle me out of the companies must get arrested for attempts of murder. My parents are my parents. I'm the only child of my parents. Anybody refusing to say who my biological parents are can be arrested in reference to the companies, properties, or law enforcement or government in their activity of trying to cover up my identity and who my biological parents are. They have done these things to steal property. They have done these things to steal money. They have done these things as their way of trying to manipulate people. My teeth are my real teeth. This government man tried to claim that he thought he made my teeth. My teeth are my real biological teeth. I have naturally straight teeth. I have naturally big teeth based on my ethnicity and race. The activity of this government man trying to manipulate people and trying to call me another person's race, the man has to be arrested. The Royal Protocol in the media tells you what race I am, tells you what religion I am, and tells you who my parents are. It is a birth certificate of facts. Any person trying to manipulate the document must get prosecuted no matter what. They have no reason, no position, and no legal right to be doing that. The document is not their identity. The document is not what they own. It's what I own and my identity. Their activities of their tricks and their political criminal power is organized crime in government. Political Nazi organized crime is illegal. This country is not Germany. The fact that the Treasury or the administration offices employing and funding these lies and these manipulations is an act of treason. The government does not have a right funding liars in the political parties of American government. They are not allowed to be funded legally in this country. They are very dishonest in their accusations, they're dishonest in their positions, and they have violated people's rights, and they have violated the Constitution. The satellite controller that has damaged my teeth tried to call my teeth fake. My teeth have never been fake. My teeth have been my real teeth my whole life. The person must be arrested for causing damage to my teeth and physically assaulting me with satellites and other activities of their people, raping me, physically assaulting me, stealing my genetics, and then trying to steal my mother and father's estates with illegal children that they artificially inseminated their race with, as they have tried to murder me and tried to steal my mother and father's estates. All children are illegitimate no matter what. Even if I was living with a female and she had a child of mine, it would be considered illegitimate. That is the facts of documents of my parents and royal bloodline documents. I am the child and only child of my biological parents. Any child that these people have made have no connection to my mother and father's estates or my revenues. Any child, that's why I have to date certain types of girls that have certain financial backing of their own history and their own careers. The government trying to manipulate those documents must get prosecuted for tampering and violation of race and religion and bloodlines of a state law. The activity of government people blocking me from opportunities in the modeling industry or the media or entertainment industry, those people must get prosecuted. My qualities are my qualities. These people did not have a right damaging my qualities or trying to damage my life or trying to make me have to struggle with their bribes and their illegal funding of their corruption of what their people have done, blocking me from my rights and my career. These people must get prosecuted for their violations and physical assault every single time they have touched me, and most of their charges are attempts of murder and mutilation. Their activity of physical assault and extortion is a crime. My parents spent a lot of money. There was a dentist that was on call in reference to my mother and father, and the dentist didn't ever have to do very much to my teeth. My teeth are natural. Every time I've had to go to the dentist was because the government had caused damage to my teeth. The dentist had been a friend of our family, my mother and father and me, he was friends with my parents even back in the 1920s or 30s. So, in reference to this government man trying to play these games of manipulations and abuses, my dentist has been in the dentist industry for over 80 plus years. He has a history of being a dentist and family history of being a dentist, his family. So in reference to the government trying to make up false accusations about my teeth, the race and religion of the individuals that have done these things must get prosecuted. I am not their child. I am not their property. The activity of government assaulting me and making up lies as their way of assaulting me and spying on me for their pervert fun and games, those people must get prosecuted for their tricks. The government has not compensated me, not even one time, for the abuses or for the murders of what their government agents was found guilty of murdering my parents and their activities of government people fabricating lies the way my parents died. My parents got murdered by government. They did not do drugs. Every drug accusation is a lawsuit. Every fabrication is a lawsuit. Any person that's got something to say, you know where the nearest courtroom is in each city and state. If you are found guilty trying to build popularity with your accusations with no merit or no factual details of evidence, you can be prosecuted and sentenced to prison for a very long time. The government that is violating my rights, I have not received any monies from California. I got kidnapped from California. California state law says it's illegal to kidnap a person from California. I have not received any compensation or any monies or any emergency monies or any information about getting back home to my mother and father's mansions from California. That is a violation of California state law. California had obviously been in negotiations or deliberations with these people before, or they had been conspiring with these people at one time or the other, and they had allowed them to kidnap me where they had stolen hermaphrodite sperm or hermaphrodite eggs, because I'm a hermaphrodite. These people had been involved with human trafficking or some type of criminal financial crimes of them slandering my character. They have been involved, obviously, in some type of manipulations, or maybe they were even involved in the murder of my mother or my father, these people. The facts of the investigation is still going on against every single suspect of every single person that has been slandering my character and has been terrorizing my life with their satellites. The investigation is going to be going on until they catch every single person that stole from me or stole from my parents, or every single person that has tried to rip me off or tried to deter my rights or roadblocked my life. They are going to be prosecuted for slandering and not following the guidelines of factual law. These people had blocked me from my mother and father's mansions for over 30 years. The names of individuals must be documented and presented publicly so the people in this country would know who these people are. The activity is fraud. Their activity is their way of detouring the facts, and they are wasting valuable years, over 30 years, of these people's tricks. The statute of limitations, there is no statute of limitations of catching and prosecuting these people, which means they can never get away with their crimes. My parents was richer than them. My parents owned more land than them. They can't ever get away with it, no matter who they are, no matter where they came from, no matter what way they try to change their faces or the way they try to change their identities or information. Tracking down these people is like a road map. You track them down from point A to point B. Their identification, their people they're conspiring with, the locations they have been working from with their tricks and lies, is a fact that has to be documented and tracked in reference to their crimes. Pinpointing who these people are, pinpointing their location, is a fact of procedural law of tracking down the criminals and their tricks. I am the only child of my parents. I am the owner of my parents' estates. Anybody causing a problem must get prosecuted. My parents didn't have no debts. These people have tried to steal my identity. They tried to use my protection documents as their way of stealing from me, as they have fabricated their problems and tried to put their falsifications on me. They have stolen from me. I'm an only child. These people got big families, some of these thieves. These people have tried to slander my character, endangering my life with their nickel and dime tricks or their games of labor and their activity of defrauding me. These people must get prosecuted for their crimes and their mutilations and their rapes and their physical assault. The Indiana government has not even compensated me even one fucking penny when they know identities of people that have slandered and stole from me and physically assaulted me on jobs and out in public. They even know who some of these people are that raped me. They were slandering my character, physically assaulting me, manipulating documents and accusing me of being somebody else, even when every city and state has the same information of my identity. The people in Indiana that are in government, that are dirty government people, are trying to fool all 50 states with their lies. These people are trying to fool other countries with their lies. They are trying to confuse my race and religion with their lies. It is an open and shut case. They need to find out who the liars are, who are confusing the information, and they must get prosecuted immediately. There is no way of their people talking their way out of it. The physical assault is physical assault. The mutilations, their activity of being in illegal possession of postal mail or monies or checks or credit cards that I was supposed to have received from my mother and father's companies or from people that tried to send me things in the postal mail. These people must get prosecuted for their fraud of intercepting and making up fabrications for why they intercepted monies. They must get prosecuted for their financial crimes of them stealing and trying to use my copywritten identity as their way of stealing my money. They must get prosecuted. They're messing with my mouth when I'm talking. They must get prosecuted for physical assault, their activity of damaging my speech and my teeth and face. These people must get prosecuted for their hate crimes, their fatal financial attraction crimes, their theft and manipulations every single time. It is illegal for the government to allow these people to continue their trend of theft and manipulation. That is a violation of procedure of law and having information of these people, even when their names are on hate club lists of people that stole from my parents before. These people must get prosecuted for their violations. And anybody in law enforcement that's not going after these criminals, they're illegally holding a position and allowing these people to get away with their crimes. That is unethical. And those people are hiding information. These people are hiding information. They choked me again. That's a $150 billion lawsuit or something, government man. And the government has not made good on the previous lawsuits of physical assault. The value of the lawsuits is not your value, government man. It's the value of the person you're trying to damage, the person you're trying to hurt. Do you understand that? It's like if somebody was a Lamborghini and then somebody was a gremlin. One thing costs more than the other, doesn't it? Or maybe it was you think of a Chevette, a car. Small value compared to a Lamborghini or a Rolls Royce, isn't it? So the value of what you're damaging is more valuable than your value. So you're going to get sued for more and prosecuted for more. The value of something of specific qualities and rare qualities has a certain value, government man. The activity of you trying to downgrade somebody's rare genetics or somebody's identity or financial portfolio is a crime. You must get prosecuted for all your road blocking, all your altering of information, of slander, and your abuses. There is no way for anybody to get away with their crimes of doing that. Every day that these people have been doing these things, they must get prosecuted for their violations immediately.